Legba na barrière, legba on a fort, legba on a barrière, c'est lui qui porte drapeau, drapeau apparaît soleil pour loyau. Salut legba, legba Jean Petro, salut legba, salut legba, legba Jean Petro, salut legba, Jean Petro, nous tous ces maçons, nous tout à fait pourquoi nous.
Legba ouvert porte, legba la croix, legba criminel, legba cimetière, legba ouvert porte pour toute loi. Derrière legba, baron campé, crâne campé, cimetière en main yo, guidé derrière yo.
Cimetière, mais mounio. Moi, manger dans le cimetière, vin boire de la caille. Baon, mais mounio. Dis baon, mais mounio. Baon la quoi, oh, mais mounio. Baon, mais mounio. Cimetière, oh, mais mounio. Moi, manger dans le cimetière, boire de la caille. Baon, mais mounio. Ah, vin manger dans le cimetière, boire de la caille. Baon mais mounio.
Goudou. T'es écrasé, il valait les hommes. Côté goudou sorti. Mande bon Dieu, ou quoi bon Dieu qu'on est? Mande les hommes. Mande les hommes. Cimetière Port-au-Prince, chargé monde. C'est pas bon Dieu qui mettez. Loi y'aurait mais guédé parce que guédé c'est l'homme avant le vin loi. Li kon l'homme parce loi. Guédé au sorti loin. Depuis l'Égypte passer l'Afrique, rivé dans le cimetière Port-au-Prince.
Quoi c'est beau, quoi là, quoi des du cimetière au plein monde. Bah on demande, oh, tout le monde qui là, c'est pas bon Dieu qui mettez au cimetière, plein monde, oh, devant baron, plein monde, oh, baron mande, oh, tout le monde qui là, c'est pas bon Dieu qui mettez au. Si maman Brigitte, maman, moi te ouais ça. Allant tout cas, alors pas ouais du fait. Maman Brigitte, la quoi nous te ouais ça. Allant tout cas, alors pas ouais du fait. Bois chercher l'eau pour me tuer du fait. On dit malé, oh, oh, oui, wa. Dit malé, Jean Zombie, oh, oui, wa. On dit malé, ma boîte éclairée. Nous pas boîte à fiam, pas fait tintin, au devant loi. On dit malé, Jean Zombie, oh, oui, wa. On dit malé.
Cimetière Port-au-Prince, chargé cabrit. C'est les hommes qui mettent. Gede manger cabrit. Li remet graine cabrit là. Li remet tête cabrit là. Li remet pied cabrit là. Gede elle prend deux connes cabrit là. Li fourre le boudon nèg. Li fourre le boudon femme. Jean-Simon Britis, remet cabrit. L'a mangé le grillé, l'a mangé le boucané, l'a mangé en sauce. Li prend la banane, li prend sans banane. Mais en pile piment. Piment la vie a c'est guédé. Piment la vie a c'est cimetière. Parce que depuis nous fêtes, n'a pas cimetière, n'a pas guédé. Cimetière a viré tête en bas. Cimetière a viré tête en bas.
Kende kote la mangaje vom rele. Kende kote la mangaje vom rele. O kat kwen la kwa papa o babliye. O babliye kat kwen la kwa songe pour joie. J'ai quatre coins la quoi papa, oh pas oublier. Oh pas oublier quatre coins la quoi, songez pour joie. Y'a des côtés la m'engager faut m'rele. Dis que la côté la m'a souffrir, oh pas brûler, oh quatre coins la quoi papa, oh pas oublier. Oh pas oublier quatre coins la quoi, songez pour joie. Pas oublier mais c'est la quoi, songez pour joie. Pas oublier capitaine la quoi, songez bourgeois. Dis la quoi, pas de concurrence, que des niveaux, pas de concurrence. Dis massacre la quoi, tracer la quoi, oh, y'a fait ça, y'oublie. Dis tibis la quoi, déchouquer la quoi, oh, y'a fait ça, ça y'oublie. Quoi, c'est beau. Dis Jean Simon Britis qui te dit ça l'aller joie là. Au parole mène parole. Au Jean Simon Britis qui te dit ça l'aller joie là. Au parole mène parole l'aller. Au cause mène cause l'aller. Jean Simon Britis qui te dit ça l'aller joie là. Au parole mène parole. Quoi la quoi c'est beau.
Hi, greetings. My name is Juanita Lanzó. I'm a visual artist based in East Harlem. I live in East Harlem, but I'm mostly based in the Bronx, where I have been working. I'm naturally from Puerto Rico, where I was born, but I've been in New York for the last 20 years. And I'm very happy to be part of this edition of Body Mix with Puerto Rico or Body IT. I was thinking of all the commonalities that we have on how during this time I've been using the time to continue to work in my practice with drawing, and I'm gonna jump into that. For this edition of Body Mix, I have been working in drawings, and the drawings that I make, actually, let me refer to my notebook here. My work is organic abstractions, and the shapes are very, they're biomorphic shapes. And with that work, what I mostly, actually, let me go to my paper here. I combine biomorphic shapes that are evocative of body, life, and movement, and I use drawing as a medium that is the primary medium that I use to create my work. I was thinking of the life impermanence, memory, and oh my God, the body, memory, and life impermanence, because I think these things relate to one another. And for this edition of Body Mix, I'm making a series of videos of my stop animations where I document the process of drawing. And the way I draw is that I use a watercolor crayon or a water-based crayon where I draw, and then I erase the shapes, and then I draw them again, and then I work from the ghost of that image. One of the things that I was thinking with this is that it reflects into this impermanence of physicality. It's a very personal process. It's something that I have been investigating through the years. And the work is abstract because I feel that it's a way that I can convey different emotions, so that I can maybe connect to the viewers that are experiencing my work. So the work that I will be presenting is called Traces. I'm still working in the video, and I've been sharing some with you, and you will see the gesture and the process of making that drawing and how it's revealed in front, it's revealed to the viewer. And yeah, I encourage you to watch the film so you can see the process and the why. It's very intuitive, so I have an idea of the things that I want to say, but I also let the viewer complete that process of making the drawing. Yeah, so that's what I have to say. Thank you.
If I may, Juanita, I just wanted to I know this is your time, and you've presented this incredible time-lapse video. I very excited, and it's exciting. I mean, because when I asked you, we're both painters, you said, I'm going to do a time lapse. I'm like, oh my God. Now you are also
I never done it before.
Right. So that was exciting, and you have been in other body mixes before. So if you could share a little bit
Yes.
with your audience today, what it's like body mix here at the Clemente.
Something, it's one of the best experiences I had in New York City. When I see an email coming from Clemente from you to participate in a body mix, I go, wow, they want me again. But the wonderful thing is that, I was thinking of something that Michelangelo was saying earlier about why I want to participate in the exhibition. For one, and I'm an admirer of your work, Miguel, but also I like that community feeling that I have when I participate with other artists. I've been in New York for over 20 years, but my identity is so Black and so Caribbean that when I'm in one of these body mix exhibitions, I always have the wonderful opportunity of participating with artists that I don't know or I heard of, but I have never had the pleasure of working with them. So it's a way of community building. And this one, I thought it was even more important for me because of, I like the connections to Haiti. I think we have a lot in common than we want to acknowledge. But in times like this, I want to feel more connected to the Caribbean, to my roots. and to the wonderful experience that it's been exhibiting with Body Mix. I think I've been part of maybe 3 of them, all wonderful. For one, I forgot to pick up my work from you. So I just want to be clear about that. I feel at home when I participate. I know. I feel at home when I'm in the exhibitions, and also I do it as a way of continue to create that community. But I was very interested in life, impermanence, and when I heard about Haiti without reading the description, that we will be partnering with Haiti, I'm thinking, oh, I'd love to be a part of that. I like to challenge myself doing work in a medium that I'm not familiar with. I literally have to teach myself how to do stop motion and how to time it in a way that is not too jumpy. So I'll share with you one film that I have this week that I've been working with, but I'm really excited. And after I heard the curators and the other artists, I'm honored to be part of a worldly, I will be exhibiting mostly with filmmakers, so this is experimental filmmaking. So I'm excited. So thank you for the invitation.
And you have not seen Michel-Ange's film, right? I did not share it with you yet, right?
No, not yet. But okay. I turned my camera off and I was doing the meditation and I was listening and I'm thinking, this is so needed. And also, you know, I had experiences where I've been in other places where there's drumming, and I'm thinking, this is all coming back. I was in Louisiana earlier this year. I was in Congo Square and I was doing some research and stuff. And I was thinking, how all these things connect is just amazing. So I'm excited to be participating. And I like to see Michelange films. So I can't wait to see all the films. That's why I was making notes of when are they going to be scheduled. So thank you.
Thank you.
Juanita, your presentation about your work, your journey, and your interest in your experience with the Boro Mix and your interest in interfacing with Haiti. To me, this is really what it's all about. You know, I really strongly resonate with everything that you said, in that, look at us out here. You're over there in the Bronx. My family, when they came from Haiti, I was the generation that was raised in Queens. The first generation was my brother and my cousins, the Bronx. The Bronx is where hip hop started. What is hip hop? Hip hop is a result of the truce that was made from those gangs in the 70s. Not everybody remembers that time. I do. And before those gangs, what were those gangs before? They were Black liberation organizations. So there's and what is hip hop music? Hip hop music is an echo of the sound system music of Jamaica. You know, the sound systems with the MC on the mic and the versions and the remixes and all this stuff and the dub music. There's so many connections between the experiences of people from these various parts of the Caribbean, and it almost seems like the project of empire, hundreds of years ago, all the way into this day, to keep us divided, to keep us, I'm from this place, I'm from that place, I'm from that place. So it's wonderful that the minute we start to get into this artistic zone, the zone of experience, not the zone of identity and concepts, but the zone of experience, hearing sounds, textures, voices, memories, images, the sense of having things in common becomes so overwhelming. And that's all we all ever wanted out of life, is to feel part of it with others. It's such a simple thing.
Absolutely.
It's such a simple thing, but all these iPhones, all these gadgets, somehow, as Julian was saying, somehow this technology, it's not the tool, it's like the way the civilization has gone, it seems to take us towards division. And experience like this and sharing with you guys and hearing what's happening, hearing Ramel talking, I look forward to hearing Melvin. You know, last time I lived in New York, I was living in the Lower East Side, and I've seen how much it's changed over time, the Lower East Side. It's amazing. They used to call that part Alphabet City. They don't even call it that way anymore. I mean, it's like not good for real estate.
No.
So it's you know, they talk about that guy who wrote, Zimmerman, who wrote The People's History, right, of the United States, for instance. The real people's history of the planet is more than anything, and even the kids know it more than anything, the echo of the work of artists. You know, so it's a wonderful thing to hear you talk, not just about eventual conceptual connections between your work and others. What I'm hearing from you is your personal excitement of connecting with others, and that's what we're here for. You know, that's what I'm here for. You know, so I'm resonate very much with your whole way of looking at it, your whole way of experiencing it. makes me feel good, makes me feel safe.
Thank you.
Terre, l'eau, soleil là, toutes conditions viennent pour nous vivre bien. Mon ici dit voix peuple, c'est voix bon Dieu. En nous écouter voix peuple là.
La famille d'Osado, nous pas te faire boire caïman pour servir étranger. Nous l'emmenons. Il ira le Boufano.
L'angéliste fout pile sous la terre. Nous pouvons couvrir toute tête, non. Fais mes genoux bien dit. Pour aller bas, ville, non. Pour nous toutes complices. Nous lâches. Nous lâches même Jean, nous.
Yo
Quand t'arrives plus loin que bouche là. Là, on dit nous pas attendre. Je dis c'est bon à faire. Parce que je ne pas comprendre non. Étudiant en classe, il a changé scénario sur scénario. Pourtant, toute l'âme, tout l'esprit dans la vie a manifesté. Film n'a pas fini. Qu'on c'est tout pas nous. On allait.
Pues yo comencé a hacer este tipo de ensamblaje hace aproximadamente 20 años. Ha sido una cosa como que ha ido evolucionando de una forma muy orgánica, una forma muy instintual. Yo soy una persona muy acuática, me encanta ir a la playa y entonces me encanta caminar por las orillas y pues obviamente pues cada vez pues me daba más cuenta de todo el desecho, toda la materia que hay. Mucha madera de deriva, pero también mucho material plástico que no me gusta, pero pues como en esta pieza termino incorporándolo porque me hace falta el color en esas piezas. Y entonces pues este tipo de trabajo me sirve, es una forma, son como unos ejercicios para mí, unos ejercicios mentales, de ánimo, de como, no sé si decirles un tipo de despojo, pero es una forma para mí de alegrarme la vida, de buscar algo positivo dentro de toda la basura que nos rodea y dentro del consumismo desmesurado, ¿verdad? Puede sonar súper clichoso, pero es lo que es trato de buscar crear cierta armonía dentro del caos que hay. Trato siempre de que haya, ¿verdad?, unas composiciones donde haya cierto balance, cierto mensaje, cierta esperanza, cierto humor, y nada, siempre tratando pues de alegrarme la vida también y de ver la belleza dentro de esa cosa tan fea que es la basura, que puede ser la basura, que a veces es una cosa que uno se queda sin palabras cuando uno ve la cantidad de basura que hay y las cosas tan asquerosas que pueden haber. Puede ser esto quizás como un arte povera caribeño, no sé. Estas piezas son pequeñitas, pero a mí me parecen súper bonitas. Esta, por ejemplo, es súper simple. Pero a mí me da una cosa, es como una belleza griega, no sé por qué pienso que es algo griego o como un ala de un pájaro, y es la fragilidad, y esta fragilidad pues que nos acompaña en todo este Caribe, y básicamente pues este es el trabajo.
Acabamos de ver un video de Margarita Vincenty. Margarita está con nosotros ahora para hablar sobre su trabajo. Y nada, le quiero extender la más grata bienvenida a Margarita, porque pues yo no creo que ella haya experimentado un body mix antes, y para nosotros es un gran orgullo, motivo de gran orgullo, que la gente linda de allá de Ponce esté con nosotros hoy acá. Un saludo a Luis Valdeyuli también, si está por ahí. Margarita.
Hola, hi. Well, I'm in Ponce, Puerto Rico, in the south of the island, which has been devastated recently by the earthquakes. Also, we've experienced bad economic turndown for many years. So my work basically speaks about that, about all this destruction and abandonment. So basically I do these constructions from found objects, a lot of them from the beach. I'm a very, I go to the beach a lot and walk through the beach. I end up sometimes cleaning the beach, but I don't use everything I collect. But I try to do these works that reflect on the ongoing corruption or worsening of our ecology and economy, and basically, I've had a few group shows, and all here in the island, of course, very small group shows, and sometimes I don't know if the people pick up on it. Sometimes I feel they are a little poetic. Most of the work tends to be small. I have something right here, for example. I don't know if you see that little assemblage there. I use, I drill, I hammer it down, I glue it. So it's a very physical work, even though it can look small. It's very physical, and it's like a workout, basically. I feel it's connected to Haiti, not only because, of course, we're islands in the Caribbean, the Greater Antilles, but also just the matter of fact of the earthquake, which was very strange because during this last December, we had a small quake. And then I was very nervous because I was thinking to myself, when was the earthquake in Haiti? And I started Googling it, and coincidentally, it had been 10 years prior exactly. And so I got very obsessed, with looking at the topography of the island and everything. And of all the falls in the sea. And in a couple of days after that, we got the big one. It wasn't as big as Haiti, but I feel my work, it's even more representative of these ruins that we're living in. I live in the center of town, the old part of town, and many houses collapsed. And I feel sometimes overwhelmed by the amount of ruins. And plus on top of the pandemic, it can get very depressing. But in the pieces I do, I try to make them happy and try to bring color into them. And you show this deterioration, but at the same time, hopefully showing some aspiration for better things, some positive feelings. I have something I want to show you because it's very, I think, I have a feeling it's from someone, maybe from Haiti, which is an oar, un remo, a boat oar. And I found it coincidentally near Daniel Lin's house, near Loíza on Aviones Beach. And I made this, I don't know if you can see, but it's right here. And I incorporated into this, I don't know if you see, like, do you see that?
I do.
I don't know if it's, you know, because from in that area at one moment, there were a lot of Haitian immigrants that were coming inside on boats. And a lot of people were dying. And suddenly they are gone. At one point they had some markets. Now they are gone. But I found this ore right there on the beach. And I was like, oh my God. And to me, this is a story of, I just want to just call this like change. Maybe it's a good change for the person or a bad change. I don't know if the person survived. But I feel, you know, it was like very strong. Just the feeling of finding this to me. I mean, I got like a heartache because I don't know the end of the story.
It also suggests that events like this where we're meeting artists from various backgrounds in the region, that we don't know to what degree the other one's story is affecting ours, and to what degree our story is part of theirs. That is that kind of Creole or mestizo experience. There's all kind of words in each country. They use them often as pejorative words of power. So what's being pointed at is that identity is fluid, and that human beings are on the move and they're morphing, changing, migrating. You know, one thing, it was interesting how Rommel was talking about Haitians dying in American Civil War and things like that. We always think of Haitians being just there. We don't realize how much Puerto Rico has affected Haiti, how much Haiti affects Puerto Rico, affect Cuba, affect Jamaica, across language lines as well. And so that's a bit of what I'm hearing. Even when I'm looking at your backdrop, it makes me think like, I feel like you're in Haiti somewhere.
Yeah, it's very tropical. My house is from 1914.
Okay.
And we were very affected by the earthquake, but luckily we were able to fix it. Just doing traditional methods, you know, we didn't, people that want to use, you know, engineers and whatever, we just used artisans. We used a friend of ours that fixes boats, and he fixed some of the part as if it was a boat using fiberglass, and nothing, it was very organic the way we did it, but we were able to save it. The one across from ours fell down, and you know, people that want to use architects and all this with the permits, we just went ahead, you know, kamikaze style, and just did it with some artisans. And
so this is an interesting point that you're also making, is that we know very well when we're in the Caribbean, and maybe that's why tourists who are not from the Caribbean go to visit the Caribbean, including Haiti, is when you get there, you realize that the topography, the land, the houses, it's all a work of art, all a mosaic of identity, you know, that, and conscious of itself as such. And everyone is in some way participating in negotiation of that Caribbean identity.
Yeah.
You know, even the most, let's say the most high-classed people in any given country have powerful elements of whatever indigenous culture that's going on in their interface, you know, and so there's an inescapable play of desire between all the peoples in the region, and again, it seems bigger than us, and I think it's a wonderful thing as artists here that we're able to just own that and embrace that, you know, and not be caught up, you know. So it's great to hear you reflect on those things and for you to invite us into your home as as a place to reflect on the themes that are going on here, Margarita. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Miguel, Tatiana.
Gracias a ti, and I'm very, very honored that now that we had this dialogue, you, Michel-Ange, and all the other artists, and I really enjoyed the film. I mean, you know, the video. Gracias.
Okay, gracias. Buen día.
Je sais que l'on m'accuse d'orgueil, peut-être de misanthropie, peut-être de démence. Ces accusations que je punirai le moment venu sont ridicules. Il est exact que je ne sors pas de ma maison, mais il est moins exact que les portes de celle-ci dont le nombre est infini sont ouvertes jour et nuit aux hommes et aussi aux bêtes. Entre qui veut. Il ne trouvera pas de vains ornements féminins ni l'étrange faste des palais, mais la tranquillité et la solitude. Il trouvera aussi une demeure comme il n'en existe aucune autre sur la surface de la terre. Ceux qui prétendent qu'il y en a une semblable en Égypte sont des menteurs. Jusqu'à mes calomniateurs reconnaissent qu'il n'y a pas un seul meuble dans la maison. Selon une autre fable grotesque, je serai moi Asterion, un prisonnier. Dois-je répéter qu'aucune porte n'est fermée? Dois-je ajouter qu'il n'y a pas une seule serrure? Du reste, il m'est arrivé au crépuscule de sortir dans la rue. Si je suis rentré avant la nuit, c'est à cause de la peur qu'ont provoqué en moi les visages des gens de la foule. Visages sans relief ni couleur, comme la paume de la main. Le soleil était déjà couché, mais le gémissement abandonné d'un enfant et les supplications stupides de la multitude m'avertirent que j'étais reconnu. Les gens priaient, fuyaient, s'agenouillaient. Certains montaient sur le perron du temple des haches. D'autres ramassaient les pierres. L'un des passants, je crois, se cacha dans la mer. Ce n'est pas pour rien que ma mère est une reine. Je ne peux pas être confondu avec le vulgaire comme ma modestie le désire. Je suis unique, c'est un fait. Ce qu'un homme peut communiquer à d'autres hommes ne m'intéresse pas. Comme le philosophe, je pense que l'art d'écrire ne peut rien transmettre. Tout détail important et banal n'a pas place dans mon esprit, lequel est à la mesure du grand. Jamais je n'ai retenu la différence entre une lettre et une autre. Je ne sais quelle généreuse impatience m'a interdit d'apprendre à lire. Quelquefois je le regrette car les nuits et les jours sont longs, mais il est clair que je ne manque pas de distraction. Semblable au mouton qui fonce, je me précipite dans les galeries de pierre jusqu'à tomber sur le sol pris de vertige. Je me cache dans l'ombre d'une citerne ou au détour d'un couloir et j'imagine qu'on me poursuit. Il est des terrasses d'où je me laisse tomber jusqu'à en rester ensanglanté. À toute heure, je joue à être endormi, fermant les yeux et respirant puissamment. Quelquefois, j'ai dormi réellement. Parfois, la couleur du jour était changée quand j'ai ouvert les yeux. Mais de temps de jeu, je préfère le jeu de l'autre Asterion. Je me figure qu'il vient me rendre visite et que je lui montre la demeure. Avec de grandes marques de politesse, je lui dis « Maintenant, nous débouchons dans une autre cour. » Ou « Je te disais bien que cette conduite d'eau te plairait. » Ou « Maintenant, tu vas voir une citerne que le sable a remplie. » Ou « Tu vas voir comme bifurque la cave. » Oh! Quelquefois je me trompe et nous rions tous deux de bon cœur. Je ne me suis pas contentée d'inventer ce jeu. Je méditais sur ma demeure. Toutes les parties de celle-ci sont répétées plusieurs fois. Chaque endroit est un autre endroit. Il n'y a pas un puits, une cour, un abreuvoir, une mangeoire. Les mangeoires, les abreuvoirs, les cours, les puits sont 14, sont en nombre infini. La demeure à l'échelle du monde, ou plutôt elle est le monde. Cependant, à force de lasser les cours avec un puits et les galeries poussiéreuses de pierres grises, je me suis risqué dans la rue. J'ai vu le temple des haches et la mer. Ceci, je ne l'ai pas compris jusqu'à ce qu'une vision nocturne me révèle que les mers et les temples sont aussi 14, sont en nombre infini. Tout est plusieurs fois, 14 fois. Mais il y a deux choses au monde qui paraissent n'exister qu'une seule fois. Là-haut, le soleil enchaîné, et ici-bas, Asterion. Peut-être ai-je créé les étoiles, le soleil et l'immense demeure. Mais je ne m'en souviens plus. Tous les 9 ans, 9 êtres humains pénètrent dans la maison pour que je les délivre de toute souffrance. J'entends leurs pas et leurs voix au fond des galeries de pierre et je cours joyeusement à leur rencontre. Ils tombent l'un après l'autre sans même que mes mains soient tachées de sang. Ils restent où ils sont tombés et leurs cadavres m'aident à distinguer des autres telle ou telle galerie. J'ignore qui ils sont. Mais je sais que l'un d'eux, au moment de mourir, annonça qu'un jour viendrait mon Rédempteur. Depuis lors, la solitude ne me fait plus souffrir, parce que je sais que mon Rédempteur existe et qu'à la fin il se lèvera sur la poussière. Si je pouvais entendre toutes les rumeurs du monde, je percevrais le bruit de ses pas. Pourvu qu'il me conduise dans un lieu où il y aura moins de galeries, moins de portes. Comment sera mon Rédempteur? Je me le demande. Sera-t-il un taureau ou un homme? Sera-t-il un taureau à tête d'homme? Ou sera-t-il comme moi? Le soleil du matin resplendissait sur l'épée de bronze, où il n'y avait déjà plus trace de sang. « Le croiras-tu, Ariane ?» dit Thésée.
Le Minotaure s'est à peine défendu.